I can certainly tell you that those hours in the writing room go by very slowly. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please. We have a slight change up in the lineup. If you're following along in your programs, we have a pinch hitter coming in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our spontaneous schedule change. That's right. Because you know what? This is how we do it on Spooky Talk Show. Spooky Talk Show is live, even though we're recording this. We're still going to give the air as though we're not ready to do a whole show. So please put your hands together for comedian John Michael Cronin, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Hi, how are y'all doing tonight? Great. I would like to start out with a shout out to all the black people in the room, both of you. And that's about the most awkward way a white comedian can start a set. But I would like to thank all the black people for releasing songs like Cha Cha Slide that allow us white people to feel like we're participating on the dance floor. That shit's like Dora the Explorer for grown-ass white people. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Always nervous about the starting of that joke because, as you can see, I am the embodiment of white privilege. Thank you. I look like I have a black friend who I mention every opportunity that I get. And his name is Cameron, and he has white parents and less black friends than I do. I look like every social event I've ever attended has involved everyone going around the room and saying their name and a fun fact about themselves. And my contribution has always been, I'm John Michael, and I don't like tomatoes, but I love tomato-based products. And it gets a resounding, huh. But I do a lot of awkward stuff. Like, does anyone else ever accidentally call their teacher mom during sex? You guys know, it's almost impossible not to watch underage porn these days. Wait for it. Because dogs only live to be 13 or 14 years old. No underage dog porn jokes? Are you kidding? Fine, I'll talk about something safe. Like, let's talk about Superman. You guys like Superman? Me neither, don't worry. Superman's a little too unrealistic for me. And I don't mean the fact that he can shoot lasers out of his eyes and fly, because I get that. I could see that happening in real life. There's that one famous scene in Superman. You know, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. You realize for that scene to work, there's got to be a guy who's walking around Metropolis, looks up into the sky and sees what he thinks is a bird, and then still feels the need to share that with everyone around him. Like, what if he had been right? It's a bird! Yeah. Good call. So I was watching TV, I saw this anti-smoking ad, and it said 1 cigarette takes 10 minutes off of your life. And I thought, that is incredible, because I've only ever had 1 cigarette, and now I'm going to die 10 minutes before I kill myself. Those things are magic. So I saw another commercial. It was one of those Save the Children in Africa commercials, and it showed all these starving African children. And that commercial, you know, really made me realize that I hadn't eaten dinner yet. So I went out and tried this new Ethiopian restaurant, and I ordered my food, and it never came. That's the end of that joke. Pedophiles are hipsters. Because they date people before it's cool to date them. Thank you. Fucking finally. Jesus. So I was raised Christian, obviously. It's tough to be a Christian. You're supposed to have this relationship with Jesus. And long-distance relationships suck ass. I mean, he never comes to see me, even on the weekends. I talk to him every night before bed, but it's always me doing all the talking. My Jewish friends keep telling me, he's not the one. But I know if I break it off, he's going to give me hell, so. So, my friend, my black friend Cameron, who's black, I have a black friend. He's been trying to get me to do some of the impersonations I can do on stage, but I've never been a fan of comedians using impressions. I don't know why. It's just been a thing for me. So I've got this like inner battle. Like part of me wants to do it. Part of me is like, just do it. It'll be funny. No, nasty impressions is wicked, tricksy, false. But it'll make them laugh. It'll make them laugh at you. And so I don't do impressions on stage. A lot of people, when they find out that I can do some impressions, like to ask the same question, well, can you do any Family Guy? Like, that's the standard I have to meet. Can you do any of 20 characters voiced by the same person? So I was telling them, no, I can't do any Family Guy. Yeah, isn't that Joe Swanson from Family Guy? I'm like, no, this is Emperor's New Groove. This is Cronin. Or Lemony Snicket if you want to be more topical. Thanks, Jay, and only Jay. So I was watching porn recently, obviously. And I saw this link, it said related videos. So I clicked it, and it took me to incest porn. This actually made a lot of sense, because I was watching incest porn. Guys, this is some highbrow stuff. So I saw this advertisement for a dating site called blackpeoplemeet.com, and I immediately went on and made an account. You might be thinking, John Michael, obviously you don't belong on blackpeoplemeet.com. You're not single, which is valid. But if you decide to visit blackpeoplemeet.com, make sure you spell meet correctly. Or it will take you to a way better site. I checked to see if there was a whitepeoplemeet.com. It was the same site, but smaller. Sorry, too many white people here to enjoy that joke. We got the short end of that stick. So me and my girlfriend, we get in a lot of fights, but I'm a lot stronger, so I usually win. She likes to ask me stupid questions. Like one time she came up to me and she's like, if you could pick any way to die, what would it be? I don't want to die. She goes, it doesn't matter, pick a way. Peacefully in my sleep from old age. She goes, no, pick a different one. Peacefully in my sleep from middle age. She goes, no, you gotta be more creative like mine. I would choose drowning. Like drowning, that sounds terrible. She goes, no, I heard it's a really peaceful way to die. From who? She goes, all right, smarty pants, you pick a better way. I said, easy. I want to be walking along the road, and then all of a sudden, a giant dragon swoops out of the sky and says, I need your help to save the world. Hop on my back, let's do this, cowboy. So I saddle up, and we take off, and as we're flying, people on the ground say, who is that man riding on the dragon? They go, that's John Michael Cronin going to save the world. That's who that is. Some other guy goes, it's a bird. And then the dragon takes me to the top of a very tall volcano where all of the members of Nickelback are standing at the edge. And the only way to save the world is if I push him in. So I do it for the world. And then to reward me for saving the world, the dragon gives me a large chest full of treasure. But the treasure is cursed, so I die. 60 years later in my sleep from old age. Thank you guys very much. I'm John Michael.
John Michael Cronin, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy we stopped all our proceedings to let him get on stage and do those jokes, right? Yes.